Guess I might as well get this thing started. I'm prismatic. I had a pretty weird morning this morning. I get so fucking nervous in front of a camera, it's ridiculous. Maybe I need to just do this so I can get used to it. So I had a really weird morning. I was watching a video and this girl started saying something, and I can't quote it because I don't know exactly the context. I don't know the full context of what she was saying, but I took something completely different from it. But she wound up saying something along the effect of, if finding yourself, the biggest struggle that we have is to find what we would do if we were happy. Different thoughts and emotions going through my head, and I had watched this video where this girl was going off about something. I don't know, what traditional. It was one of those I do this to stay happy kind of things, right? But her whole dynamic was really interesting to me because she said something along the lines of the biggest struggle is trying to figure out what to do when you are happy. And that caught me off guard because it started making me think about just society in general, all right? I'm guilty of this stuff too. Why does hold on. Not making that gesture. I'm using a gimbal and it's got the face tracking so I can move. Oh, wait, that's not working either. Okay, now it's working. Now it follows me around. But having my hand up like this, using a microphone, it's mistaking everything that I'm saying for gesture control. And so the brightness keeps on shining. I'm like, I didn't do that. I didn't tell it to do that. So I don't know why I did it. Anyways, this morning saw a video and this girl was going off about the hardest struggle or the biggest challenge is actually finding out what you're gonna do when you are happy. And fuck, that threw me for a loop because I started thinking about it and I'm like, every time that I've ever opted to do something and I've opted to improve my life in some way, it usually requires a financial sacrifice, right? And I don't know how everybody feels about astrology, but I'm a Gemini and I have all these different, I guess, talents, but things that I dabble in, like music, video, and art, like drawing art and stuff like that. And my biggest issue has always been I can't just decide on one. So at some point I decided to jump into Procreate, which I should probably make a whole video on that because Apple has basically changed my life for the better. And I wanted to take one avenue and see what would happen if I focused on that one avenue. And at this point I'm actually comfortable calling myself an artist. I'm always selling myself short in the fact that I don't want to come off as too arrogant. I don't want to be arrogant and pride come before a fall. And to the point where it's a detriment. I am not nice to myself. And what this chick said was the biggest struggle is finding out what to do when you're happy. And so I wanted to be an artist and I got an iPad. And I honed that skill and everything like that, but I haven't done anything with it. I wanted to get a walking treadmill. I did that, and I don't use it nearly as much as I thought I was going to. So there's this, it's not the hardware that's a problem. I have a leg up on doing these things, but there's just something internally that is always stopping me from just reaching the heights that I can reach. There's always something that's holding me back from doing what I could be doing. And it's a trip to think about it because I think what's going on is there might be some kind of fear of success or something. Or, because I'm living life bummy. So maybe I'm comfortable with that because it's predictable. I understand the situation. It's easy to ride the waves and you have a sense of control over what's going to happen next, right? And my thoughts are maybe I'm doing that with success. There are things that I could be doing and I just don't. I'm so precautious that I'm holding myself back from what I could be doing. And that's what's bothering me right now. Like I have a business, I don't know if it's active or not. I don't know what the hell's going on with it. I poured money into it. The point is I pour a lot of money into the things that I want to do. And my problem is they never seem to amount to much. I don't have anything to show for it. Nothing ever pays for itself. It's just me now. I got this hardware and I could do the things that I do. And all of a sudden, here comes AI out of the woodwork. It can make music. It can make art better than we can. So where do we fit in, Dude, I'm jumping from topic to topic, and I don't mean to do that. This is actually me taking the first step in the direction of trying to do something. So I don't know if vlogs are still a thing or if they're out of date. People don't do that anymore. Well, I'm doing it because I need to do it. I'm just so isolated. I mean, especially after the few years of the pandemic and everything like that, and the relationships and everything that I've gone through in this brief period of time, it's just everything is the world is upside down. It's completely upside down. All the mom and pop shops got shut down, and now AI is in control of things, and everybody's fighting it. But my whole thought was, what if you don't fight it? You don't want to be on the wrong side of history. Times are always changing. That's a thing. That's a constant. And survival is really based on how much you can adapt. Now I'm getting comfortable talking to the camera. I had a feeling this was going to happen. Now you got to sit here and listen to me talk all day. Well, you don't really have to. You can skip it. So here is where I stand. I am constantly struggling with my health. It's a deal that I gotta, it's something that I gotta deal with. And I have this business in mind that I'm not doing anything with it. I do stuff, but I never seem to get anywhere. And so back to the iPad, I used that technology and started to basically fine-tune my artist skills. And I eventually, the story is so much deeper than that, honestly. I went to Twitter and I found out how there's no censorship, and it didn't take long before I started following artists, and I realized that there's a whole community of hentai, basically, artists and stuff like that would draw these figures and stuff. And I remember back in high school I did that. I was going girl crazy, and I was like, holy shit, I could draw girls. That'd be fun, It was really crude. It wasn't very good at all. I don't have any proof of it or anything like that, but I eventually started honing in on that specific skill. And eventually what I started doing is I started making art that was not adult, but it's risque. So very sexy pinup chicks, no nudity, mild sexually suggestive themes, but not really, so I can't really hold a match to the other artists out there and stuff like that. But the thing is I decided to eventually, through a series of interactions, had decided to start making a coloring book out of the sexy pinup girls that I do. And there's a whole thing on it. I don't know if I want to promote it here, because I'm trying to keep it separate from my professional, but it is, I don't know how I'm thinking with this in my thinking, and I'm constantly holding myself back. I could be promoting it more. I don't want to annoy people though. I don't want to be that guy. So it's does anybody else feel like this? Does anybody else you want to succeed, but you don't want to be a thorn in people's sides? People, leave people alone. Let them do what they're doing. They don't have time. The people that do have time, they'll come to you eventually in some way. But how are they ever going to know that you even exist if you don't promote yourself? So it's fuck this conundrum that I'm stuck in. I have the business, or I have the books actually published on Amazon, and they're basically invisible because they aren't technically mature rated, but they're still too risque to be promoted or run a campaign or anything like that. So I don't even know what my options are other than SEO. And I don't have a website anymore. I used to, but that was a nightmare putting it together. Oh my God, I went through Fiverr. Dude, there's so much that I feel like I could tell you. I gotta break it down, but this is just a vlog. Anyways, ultimately, with that girl saying, like, what are you gonna do when you're happy? Like, there is a part of me that's thinking, like, you know, if I did start pulling in money and I had like a passive income and stuff like that, that would alleviate a lot of the stresses that I'm dealing with in day-to-day life. But would I really be happy? You know, or content, I guess maybe is the word. Things make me happy, and I do like to feel content in the moment. I do appreciate the things that I have. But there is a sense of, like, anytime that I achieve like another level of, like, okay, now I have this, now I can do these things, I have this habit of not doing shit with it, or at least not putting it out to the public. Maybe it's just my interaction with the public or something that I struggle with, because I do things, but I don't. I mean, it was like this in high school. Shit, man. I would keep up and I would do all my homework, but I would never turn it in. You know what I mean? I don't know if anybody else is out there is like this. But this is just, you know, what I'm dealing with today. And that girl is saying, what are you going to do when you're happy? You know, how are you going to act when you're happy? How are you going to deal with happiness and stuff like that? It's like we're constantly raising the bar. I won't even allow myself to get to that point where I'm comfortable now and I have built the things that I've wanted to build. So I don't know, man. It's hard. It's rough out here. And I know that there's people all over the fucking world that are dealing with the same thing that I'm dealing with right now. Businesses got shut down. Times are hard for everybody. Another thing that I noticed is anybody that's ever been addicted to any kind of substance has relapsed within the last 2 to 3 years, 4 or 5 now. Because the pandemic was so severe that it's just nobody had anything to do but go get high, you know? And that's been a detriment to society. It's affected relationships. I guess what I'm saying here is there's like an extra layer of added real-time stress in life, on top of the fact that everybody lost their fucking businesses, that they busted their ass. Not everybody, okay? Like, I'm not trying to say that everybody worked hard for what they got. I understand that that's a thing, right? But I'm over here trying to just make it happen, trying to just be visible. And that is like a Herculean task for me to try to you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying. Ultimately, I just I need to figure this out, you know. And I'm probably gonna put this on YouTube, and probably nobody's gonna see it, but this does feel therapeutic, so it's kind of nice to have an outlet. Anyways, I think that's about it. That's gonna be another thing. It's like after editing, it's like I don't even know when to fucking stop talking. It's like, damn, this is a long video. Now I gotta go through an editing process. You know what? There is a real world possibility that I don't even upload this, because that's how bad the whole, what is this, like, reclusive hermit lifestyle that I have, you know, just hiding away. The world is fucked up, dude. The world is so fucked up right now. Can I say that on YouTube? I don't know. They might. I'm not trying to like make money, so fucking whatever. I just want to promote my shit, and I don't know which direction to go. And I noticed that in this area, the people that you would turn to for advice, it's a lot of snakes in the grass. They don't give a fuck. Why would they care? Why would they care? They don't. They just don't. It took me a minute to learn that. Nobody's reliable, especially the professional ones around here. It's like I can't get a hold of anybody to do anything, collaborate with anything. Everybody's doing their own thing, and I get that, because I'm here doing the same thing, trying to get my stuff going, but I'm trying to take the time and see other people's projects and take as much part of it as I can. whatever I can do to help anybody out with anything. But like, nobody wants to do anything around here. I don't know. Anyways, I hope if there's somebody out there that's dealing with the same stuff that I'm dealing with, this whole lack of being able to launch yourself into success. If there's somebody out there that's dealing with it, hold on, man. Like, do something. You gotta, I don't know. At this point, I'm just giving advice to myself. I just want you to know you're not alone. I want to know that I'm not alone. We're all dealing with some garbage. Keep your head up, though. Things can be better. So make them better. Alright, now it's getting kind of early, so people are driving around. I'm going to have to catch you guys later. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.